If you're tired of guessing what users want, you are not alone. Here, you will learn user research, usability testing, and design strategy that actually works in the real world. In this video, we are going to learn the basics of user research and why it's important. Make sure to watch until the end because I'll be sharing your new assignment as well as solutions to the previous one. Hello everyone, welcome to Design and UX channel. I am Pavani Priya Sajja, a UX designer exploring the world of UX design. I created this channel to break down UX concepts in the simplest way possible so beginners and career switchers can learn without feeling overwhelmed. Here, we focus on understanding people, improving workflows, and designing with purpose, not just pixels. If you are curious about UX or user-centered design, then you are in the right place. Let's jump into the video. What is user research? User research is the process of understanding users, their needs, behaviors, motivations, and pain points. To design better products, the main goal of user research is to serve as user's advocate and ensure the product is usable, useful, and desirable. It's a critical first step in the design process, and throughout the process may be helping to understand who is our user, what do they need, and why. Let's understand why user research is important. Because the good research helps you to understand, prevent building the wrong things, save time and money, gives clarity and confidence, helps prioritize features, makes designs actually useful and usable. Research is not a nice to have, it is the foundation of good UX design. Before we go over the types of user research methods and types, we should know difference between research types and research methods. Now, this part is really important. Research types are just categories. They describe the nature or purpose of the research. For example, qualitative, quantitative, attitudinal, or behavioral. Next, research methods are actual activities you do to collect the data. These are the techniques you use in your project. For example, interviews, usability testing, surveys, diary studies, contextual inquiry. So, in simply, we can say that types tells us what kind of research it is, and methods tells us how we are collecting the data. Now, let's move on to types of user research. There are two big categories. First, primary research, and the second one is secondary research. The primary research is that you collect the data by yourself, and the secondary research is that you are using the existing data. The examples of primary research are interviews, survey, usability testing, and observations. And the examples of secondary research are analytics, competitor analysis, market research, industry reports. Both types are important. Primary gives you a fresh insights, secondary gives you a context and the direction. Now let's move on to another type of research, which is the qualitative and quantitative research. Qualitative research, this type helps us understand why behind the user behavior. It focuses on thoughts, motivations, and experiences. Examples include interviews or the observations. Now, let's talk about quantitative research. This type research focuses on numbers, that what, how much, or how often. You will see this in the survey with scales, A/B testing, or analytic dashboards. Both together help you understand the full picture. Now let's move on to another research type, which is a attitudinal research and the research. Attitudinal research, which reveals what people say they think or feels, usually through interviews or questionnaires. Next, behavior research. This shows that what people actually do, not what they claim. We observe this during usability tests, heat maps, or field studies. And maybe people say one thing but behave differently. That's why watching real behavior through usability test is so powerful. Another type of user research is foundational and evaluative. Foundational research, it's before the designing, and evaluative research will conduct after the designing. So foundational research understand the problem, user needs, workflows. Evaluative research includes test, sketches, prototypes, or finished features. This keeps your design direction clear and your solution validated. And now let's see core research methods. Here are the most common UX research method you will actually use. User interviews. Talk to users, understand goals and pain points. Surveys. Collect large scale data quickly. Usability testing. Watch users interact with your design. Contextual inquiry observes users in their real environment. Card sorting. Organize information architecture. Competitor analysis. Understand the market. Analytics review. Learn from real behavioral data. Throughout my entire user experience design career, most of the methods that I used for my projects are user interviews, usability studies, surveys, contextual inquiry, and competitor analysis. So I can definitely say that these are the most or more than enough to start your UX journey. Let's move on to learn about simple UX research process. If you follow these steps, your design becomes 10x clearer and you stop guessing what users want. First, research plan, which includes a document outlining the background, goals, questions, methodology, participants, and timeline, and also includes ethics and privacy on understanding informed consent, respecting user data, and avoiding bias. Deliverables, or we can call it a project proposal doc or a project initiative doc. Next, define your goal. Before you talk to your users or run any test, you need to be clear about why you are doing this research. And ask yourself before conducting the user research that what do I want to learn? What decisions does this research need to support? What problems am I trying to solve? Now, user research goals might sound like find out how first-time users navigate the menu and choose items in a food ordering app. Like clear goals, keep your research focused. Next, choose your research methods. Once you know your goals, choose the right method. If you want to explore user behavior, do user interviews or observations. If you want to measure something, use surveys or analytics. If you want to evaluate a design, then run a usability test. Your method should always match your goal, not other way around. Next, recruit the right participant, or we call them as a target audience. This part is important. Talk to right users, not just any users. Look for the participant who match your audience. For example, think of a food ordering application design. Our participants should be first time users who never ordered food online, regular users who order multiple times per week, users who prefer pickup over delivery, users who frequently switch between restaurants, people who abandon their cart before checkout, users who struggle with payments or promo codes, students who order budget meals, families who place group or bulk orders. And while choosing the participant, remember that good participant means good data, wrong participants means which misleading data. Next step is conduct the research. Now it's time to collect the insights. Depending on your method, this could mean interviewing users, asking them to complete the task, observing how they interact with a prototype, running a survey, analyzing the existing data. Make the user comfortable, ask open ended questions, and avoid influencing their answers. Now let's move on to analyze the patterns. After gathering data, don't jump straight into the solutions. First, look for patterns. Ask yourself what problems keep coming up. Where do users struggle the most? What motivations or frustrations them? If three or more users experience the same issue, that's a real problem and worth solving it. Create insights. This is where raw notes turn into something meaningful. An insight is a clear statement that explains about the problem, the cause, and the impact on the user. For example, users can't find the billing setting because the link is hidden under the unrelated menu. Next, turn insights into design decisions. Finally, convert your insights into actionable design improvements. For example, insight: user can't find billing settings. Design decision: move billing settings to top level navigation. This step turns research into real product value. And that's the entire UX research process in a simple flow. If you follow these steps, your design work becomes cleaner, faster, and much more user focused. Finally, deliverables. Research findings are often communicated through specific artifacts that guide the design process. For example, personas, fictional representation of a target user types based on research data, user journey maps, visualizing the steps a user take to complete a goal, including their thoughts, feelings, and pain points at each step. Research reports and presentations, formal documentation of the study, methodology, and key findings, problem statement, usability test summaries. These help communicate your findings to team members and stakeholders. This is exactly how real user research work on their day-to-day projects. Now you can truly see how powerful user research is and how it helps uncover the real problem users face. With the right process, you are not just guessing, you are designing with the confidence. Okay, now it's time for assignment. Remember that this assignment is going to be used in one of the portfolio project. So please make sure to document the entire assignment so it will be helpful for you to write your project case study and it can be ready to go into the portfolio project. User research assignment. Okay, so today's assignment: understanding Ramesh's experience with a food ordering app. So the goal of the assignment is Your task is to research and understand how Ramesh, a typical food ordering app user, interacts with online ordering platform and identify how modern UI UX design trends can improve his experience. Okay, I'm giving you the hint also. For your assignment, you can stick with Ramesh as your user or pick your own. Totally up to you. Just follow the user research steps we talked about and drop your assignment in the comments. I'll check them out and feature some of the best ones in my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It helps a lot, and stay tuned because I'll be sharing the next user research assignment in the next video. Until then, keep designing, keep learning. Thank you so much. Bye.